There's something about Princess Leonor that people seem unable to stop noticing. Not just because she is Spain's future queen. Not just because of royal tradition. But because something about her story feels impossible to ignore. Maybe it's the pressure she carries. Maybe it's how quickly she's growing into responsibility. Or maybe it's the emotional reality hiding behind royal life. Because while many people see elegance, discipline, and royal appearances, others quietly notice something deeper. A young woman growing up under expectations few people could imagine. And today, we're exploring one fascinating question. What is the truth about Princess Leonor that feels hard to ignore? Let's take a closer look. She has been preparing for a future most people could never imagine. Most young people spend years wondering what their future might look like. What career should I choose? What kind of life do I want? Who do I want to become? But for Princess Leonor, many expectations arrived before adulthood. Her future has long carried extraordinary responsibility. One day, she is expected to become Queen of Spain. And whether people realize it or not, that reality changes everything. Imagine growing up while knowing millions may one day look to you during important moments. That emotional weight alone feels difficult to ignore. Because leadership doesn't simply appear overnight. It slowly shapes someone, year after year, moment after moment. There seems to be a quiet maturity people keep noticing. One thing many people seem to notice about Princess Leonor is composure. Public appearances, formal speeches, ceremonial moments. There often appears to be a calm seriousness surrounding her role. Of course, no public image tells the whole story. But perhaps part of what people notice is growth. Responsibility often shapes maturity, especially when expectations arrive early. And maybe that quiet transformation feels noticeable because people have watched her grow up publicly. The child people once saw is gradually stepping closer to leadership. That change naturally captures attention. Her life may never feel completely normal. Here's another truth people find difficult to ignore. Princess Leonor's life may always feel fundamentally different. Most people experience privacy, freedom to fail quietly, ordinary moments without headlines. But future royals often grow up inside unusual circumstances. Public visibility, expectations, responsibility, careful observation. That doesn't mean life becomes unhappy. But perhaps it means normal life looks different. And maybe people quietly recognize that reality more than ever before. Because behind the title exists a very human experience. Growing up under extraordinary pressure. People often forget how emotional this future may feel. Royal life can appear glamorous from the outside. Beautiful ceremonies, historic traditions, public admiration. But responsibility may also carry emotional weight. Pressure to represent something larger than yourself. Pressure to appear composed. Pressure to grow into expectations. And perhaps that emotional reality feels hard to ignore because Princess Leonor is still young. She continues learning, growing, adapting, like anyone else. The difference, millions quietly watch that process happen. That alone may make her journey uniquely emotional. She represents something bigger than herself. Another reason people may pay close attention to Princess Leonor is symbolism. For many people, she represents continuity. The future, tradition meeting modern life, change happening gradually. Future monarchs often carry meaning beyond personality. And perhaps that responsibility naturally creates fascination. Because people aren't only watching a princess grow up. They may feel like they are witnessing history slowly unfolding. That possibility alone feels powerful. And difficult to ignore. The human side may be the real story. But perhaps the biggest truth about Princess Leonor isn't royal at all. Maybe it's human. Because beneath titles, ceremonies, and expectations is still someone navigating life. Pressure, identity, responsibility, growth, big emotions, questions about the future. And maybe what people truly connect with is this. Even extraordinary lives still contain ordinary struggles. Uncertainty, change, personal growth. And perhaps that makes Princess Leonor feel relatable in unexpected ways. Conclusion. So, what is the truth about Princess Leonor that feels hard to ignore? Perhaps it's this. Behind the royal image is someone growing into extraordinary responsibility while still navigating the emotional realities of growing up. The pressure feels real, the expectations feel enormous, and the journey ahead may feel more emotional than many people realize.